Hello all you maidenless tarnished out there. Today I'll be showing you how to easily beat Dragonlord Placidusax in Elden Ring. Now this is a secret boss. He was the previous Elden Lord, and this boss fight occurs outside of actual time, so that's why he's still alive there. This two-headed dragon is actually quite challenging, but I want to break down how to easily do this. I'm using the Giant's Crusher hammer here, as I think it did a pretty great job because we're wanting to stagger this boss as much as possible. I'm using the Lion's Claw Ash of War to get those attacks in. But the thing you want to watch out for with this boss is he does a lot of attacks that are fire and electric. So if you don't have the resistances, he's going to be a little bit challenging. Now, with dragons, they're all weak in their head. He's got two heads there, but I don't recommend going for the head because he is going to attack you with things like this, which can knock you down. And it's just not that easy in general to attack. I'm using the Mimic tier there to help spread some of the aggro, but if you got Black Knife, Tish, she does a great job as well with holding his aggro. So one of the best ways to go about doing this is, in my opinion, just using a big hammer, because I'm able to pull off some of these attacks here that are not always the easiest things to get off, and it also gives you a second to breathe and kind of re-strategize. Now, I usually use katanas, and you can inflict bleed on him, so if that's your current build, then it will work really well here because he can be bled. But I want to challenge and do this with a bit of a different weapon because I've been using bleed most of the game. So you'll see when he's winding up for attacks like that, he can do a lot of damage. I got super lucky there. His first attack almost wiped me out. But you do have to watch for all these attacks. He hits like a tank, one of the hardest hitting in the game. And you want to avoid those attacks, obviously. Now, he does have resistances to all types of elemental damage. His weakness is piercing damage, but I just want to use the strike one here because you can get a lot of hits off once you stagger him. And using a Mimic tier with this as well allows you to stagger him too. Bleed will work really well though. I just want to reiterate that fact. Those are the two that work the best. And if you're a magic user, then Glintstone, Pebble, or any of the ones that stagger are also great options. Obviously, the Comet Azure is one of the best mage weapon or mage attacks in general, so you can use that cheese on him as well. But this is what made this boss fight easy, is getting off all these hits, because the Giant's Hammer causes stagger, and he can be staggered relatively easy. Lots of jump attacks here. I'm only using the single hammer. Later on I got the dual hammer, and I think that would make this boss fight a lot easier, especially if you're using the jump medallion and the jump attack armor as well to be able to pull off those attacks. I'm using the Tree Sentinel armor set because it gave a bit of extra holy protection. Although he's mostly electric and fire, he does have one attack, I believe, that is holy damage, so I was hit by it a couple times. Now, the best strategy is to just keep your distance as much as possible. My Mimic tier goes down here, but yeah, he does do things like this where he disappears and then just kind of comes in and surprise attacks. I was failing here trying to get some potions off, and my health is literally down to almost nothing here. And it was almost a run ended, but I was able to get off one quick little heal there that kept me alive, and then one potion left here, went for the legs. That is the best strategy with this guy because he's so big, but the weakness is his head, and that's where he's going to be most likely to attack you. So go behind him. It makes it so much easier because some of his attacks won't even reach you, and then you'll have him defeated just like that. Now, as I said, Katana can help out a lot with inflicting bleed because that'll drain his health a lot quicker, but he can be done with things like the hammer. So yeah, there it is, how to defeat Dragonlord Placidusax in Elden Ring. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.